Hey guys, I made it back home just fine, an old Dookie, and felt like I kind of shortchanged y'all with the cold start because this stupid phone. But anyway, it's not a cold start, but I'll show you how quick it starts up. And I remembered I forgot to raise the hood as much as I was talking about it. This is this 307 out of the Nova and the 350 turbo. Whole motor runs, transmission shifts good. It's a pretty good old truck. I mean, it's got a lot of new stuff on it. New plugs, distributor, of course, new carburetor. It's not fast, but it'll get you there. New heater holders. I got a new heater core in it. The only thing that I know that this truck does need, and there's nothing that's really urgent about it, is I think it's going to need a new radiator sometime. This is probably the original radiator that was in the truck, and I noticed late last fall when I was driving it, it would leak a little bit of antifreeze. I think it did, best I can remember. I could be wrong. Well, I think it was. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, I'm trying to tell you everything that I've done to this truck. Well, as I said, the brakes were good. The carburetor on it was shot. I wound up getting a new one. If I had it to do all over again, just all over again, I'd have put a 4-barrel intake on it and like an Edelbrock carburetor. I don't drive fast. I'm not in a race to get anywhere. But I'm also looking for one of those factory jacks that goes right there. This one's missing. A lot of things missing on this truck. It's nothing. I'm going to shut the hood. Oh, you can see that it was born a 305. I know I said 350, but I think there's a lot of parts that have been changed on this truck throughout its life. So I'm going to shut the hood. That's the hood I got off my 4-wheel drive truck over at Tim Dixon's at Gas Axe Chop Shop. Let me turn this thing off. Oh yeah, the radio doesn't work. It's just sitting in there for looks. So if you've got somebody sitting on the passenger side that didn't know no better, you'd think, this truck's at least got a good, at least got a good radio in it, but no, it doesn't work. Trying to tell you some more stuff real quick. Gas hand does work. I went from these to this. Oh yeah, the heater, defrost and heat is, the little tab is, as normal, is broke, so I just get a screwdriver or something, move it back and forth, but normally I just keep it on, leave it alone. Fan works on it. This truck's got good heat. Let me tell you that. I always put these on my vehicles most of the time just for a joke to make it look like it's a modern truck. Truck does have some rust in it, and I'll point some of this stuff out to you. It's got some rust right here, and somebody before me has put a license plate there, and it had a little bitty, see, what was it, like a little crack or something. Anyway, I put some duct tape there. I'm always trying to keep mice out of my vehicles best I can, so I think that's why I put some duct tape there. But as I said, this is a shop truck. It does not matter. The seat looks outstanding, and that's the reason I'm thinking about putting this seat in my 79 Ruby. And I guess when we have a little bit of a longer day, and my wife is a little bit under the weather, just a little. She's okay, but I think it's just because of the pollen. It gets me too. Yesterday I had a headache, and she did too. And so I'd like to get some door panels for this. Let me ask you this question. Is this truck worth even fooling with. I mean, at this point, I kind of like it the way it is because you can't hurt it no more than what it already is. But I mean, you could go full-blown ballistic, I guess, and fix everything on it. But if I had some new door panels like I got at Coverlay, if I had some of those, of course, I did get this from Coverlay, and I was trying to think if there was, well, let me show you the rust spots first. Of course, you can see the rockers are rusty. Doors are rusty. Fenders is dinged up. Cab corners has got some rust. Of course, as I said, this truck used to be a long bed. It's now a short bed. And so this, of course, the bed doesn't match the truck, the rest of the truck. That's pretty obvious. It's dinged up. It's a rough old truck, but for some reason, I like it. Even driving it back home here, I had people looking at it. So two guys was eating lunch, and they was just pointing at it going down the road there. And, you always get a thumbs up, especially if you're putting gas in it. You'll get somebody will come, if you like to talk, like I do, somebody's going to come up to you at the gas station or at a red light with the window down. They're going to say something about this truck. It's got some rust there. Of course, you got rust in this door and cab corner. Just assume the worst, and that way you won't be surprised. But these are the original fenders on it. This fender, this door, of course, the cab is all original. Everything else has been changed out. Dings, dents, but I don't know why, but this old truck, it just gets the looks. Since I've had it, I've took them big old mirrors off of it that used to be on here. I took them off and put these on from the junkyard. I put this on. I just like it so you can crack the wind in it in the summer, and it's not so hot when you get in there. Of course, I had to put wheels and tires on it. It did not have any. It had some. Let me take that back. It had wheels and tires, but they were flat. They wouldn't hold air, and if they did hold air, it was just for an hour or so. Then it was right back flat again. So that gets old pretty quick. The gas tank is good in it. All the lights work, signals work. As I said, I put this bumper on. I want to say the grill is from a 73, 74, something. I don't think it's the right grill. This is a 78, so I don't think this is the right grill. As I said, the hood is off my four-wheel drive over at Tim Dixon's at Gas X Chop Shop. If you can go back my older videos where we changed this hood out last fall. And let me tell you something real quick. If you have one of these square bodies, let me see if I can do this. Hang on. That's a heavy hood, and it's a lot of real estate there. So with that being said, make sure you keep these hood hinges oiled. That's what I'm fixing to do. I'm going to go in there, get me some lube, and lube these up again. Because if you don't, they'll start cracking. These hoods will start cracking. These hood hinges get stiff, and if you don't keep them lubed up real good, they will split. But this one's not. That's the reason the hood looks really bad, but it's not bowed up, it's not cracked, it's a good hood, and they're pretty hard to find in original condition. So, this truck's got power steering, power brakes. I'm trying to think of all the things I've done to it. I think I've put a new alternator on it. Did I? No, I might be thinking about another one. I think I put a new fuel pump on it. Golly, I need to write stuff down. I can't remember nothing. And normally when I end the video, that's when I'll think of everything. I had trouble with the wipers coming on. Then when they did come on, they wouldn't shut off. So I got this right here, a little flip switch. When you get it in the desired position, just turn it off. Anyway, I got this truck. I was going to drive it back and forth to work because it runs good. I mean, for an old truck, it runs good, and it's got a real good heater. As I said, new heater core, and I thought, boy, this thing, it gets pretty warm in there. So I was going to drive it back and forth to work, but I don't know, thought better of it, I guess. Got good exhaust, everything on the old truck. It looks like an old truck, but I mean, there's a lot of new stuff on it, is what I'm trying to say. And anyway, I said the front end's aligned. It's going to need some back tires soon. Well, you know, sometime. Front ones are pretty new. I bought them from a guy over at Tim Dixon's at Gas Axe Chop Shop that just showed up, and Tim didn't want them, and I just happened to be there, and he said, would you like them? And I said, sure. So they're 5-on-5, so they look good. Or I think they do for a no cheap wheel, you know, good enough. Talking about the original stuff, the tailgate doesn't match anything. I don't know how many trucks it has took to keep this one going, but of course I got this metal plate at Tim's so I'd have a bed floor. When I got it, didn't have a bed floor. I don't know, I'm trying to think of everything, but it's hard to think of everything on the spur of the moment. But I've been kind of looking at this truck in a way to see what parts I can. Let me know what you would do. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking about robbing parts off of this one to put on the 79 C10 Ruby, like the seat, the window visors. I think there's one in Ruby that's a different color. I thought about putting both of these in. These ain't too bad, and I think I got these at the junkyard, if I'm not mistaken. Ruby does need these things right here, so I don't know what you call them. I don't know if it's seat belt cover. I mean, I would look to see who has them or whatever, or even how you put them on, but I don't know what you call them. So if somebody does know what that is, let me know. The ones in Ruby are sun baked and, you know, cracked like my door panel was on Ruby. You know, remember all this was missing. I need those pieces for Ruby. Golly, there's so much. But anyway, I got these at the junkyard too. I was proud to get these. These in this kind of condition are real hard to come by. I scored these at the junkyard not too long after I had the truck. There wasn't nothing there. I was resting my elbow on this plastic, and it gets pretty old easy. And there wasn't no way to pull it, so I had me some plastic ties. You know, I was shutting the door with the plastic ties. Anyway, I'm making it out like the truck was pretty rough when I got it. And I know you're thinking, oh my goodness, buddy, this truck is still rough. Well, you just had to have seen it when I first got it. And I wasn't doing YouTube then, but I wish I had. 1,000 times wish I had. Because there's a lot of things that I had that are no longer with me that I'm sure you would have enjoyed seeing just what I did have. But anyway, oh yeah, I got to get some WD or some kind of lithium grease or something to put on these. Anyway, I'm thinking about, my wife has said something about this, about painting the whole truck one color. I know I've told y'all this before, but it's getting that time of year. I need to start thinking serious about the color change. I don't know why, but I just kind of like it the way it is. But my wife, she says it would look better all one color, but if I know me, and I do, I'll probably just keep it like it is, because I got a 75 C10 truck coming soon that I'm going to be playing with for a long time, and this one won't get played with a whole lot. So anyway, if I done a color change, I really don't know what color to go with. Just paint it all this kind of color or this maroon kind of color. I don't know, but I actually thought about just knocking some of this old paint off. I don't know. Just thinking out loud and kind of hoping. I just kind of feel like y'all's my friends, and y'all will chime in, I'm sure, with a comment and saying, leave it alone or paint it or something. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, talking about rust. Guess you can see that. This truck it's had better days, but I mean, it's still alive, so I don't know. Anyway, I've talked too long. My goodness, I'm looking at the minutes, and I've talked almost 15 minutes, so I'm gonna end this video here. I'm sorry I talked so long. I just get to talking, and hoping y'all will chime in. If you would, please subscribe, leave me a comment, give me a big old thumbs up, let me know you watched the video. And, you know, I'm on Instagram, Primer Is Best, Facebook, Primer Is Best. Instagram's all one word, Primer Is Best, just type it with no spaces. And I have a good buddy on YouTube, GM Tim38, GM space Tim38. He's got a four-wheel drive truck over there. I think it's a 78 model. He's got a couple of trucks over there. Well, check him out. GM Tim38. Anyway, he's got maybe it's a 74 Chevrolet truck, four-wheel drive. Oh my goodness, I'm wanting that truck. But don't tell my wife, but I'm wanting that truck. Anyway, hey, y'all have a good day. I'm going off again, sorry. Y'all have a great day. Y'all stay safe. And I guess I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching again. And if you don't mind, please hit that subscribe button for me. Sure would mean a lot to me. And I'll try not to talk so much next time. I know I do, so please forgive me. I just feel like y'all's friends, family and friends. Y'all have a great day. See you later.